So we look forward to many, many years of militant, absolutely active actions and movement building in the whole world, but especially in the United States, where it is so badly needed right now. And then, of course, in our regions, each and every region, Africa was pointed out yesterday, and it will stay in our hearts what was shared, and we will take it home with us, share with our comrades there. So, so inspiring this whole 2 days, and then now we are in the very last leg. I know, after so many months of preparing. So, okay. So, with our fight continuing to dismantle imperialism, feudalism, fascism, patriarchy, we now go on. And so it would be really so inappropriate not to remember the millions of women on the ground right now in active struggle, in very, very oppressive, exploitative situations right now, and millions starving in Palestine. So with that in our minds, let us now remember what these women have done for us in the past, in the many, many, many years that have gone before.
It has now become a tradition of IWA to acknowledge women who have made great contributions to the advancement of the women's liberation movement. A tradition in which we highlighted incredible women from around the world and honored them with the Women of Valor Award, a token of our appreciation for their hard work and dedication to the cause and struggle for women. Previous awardees of Women of Valor are found in your program booklet, and we would like to acknowledge them. Laila Khaled from Palestine. And she is actually going to speak tomorrow for IPRI's event, and also she is the keynote speaker of ILPS. And we have Edith Valentine from Geneva. She has been very, very active and a leader of the Women's International Democratic, for the Women for Peace and Freedom, Women's International League for Peace and Freedom, WILP. The younger ones maybe don't know this, this organization, but they have been very active during the time of Vietnam War and facilitated the peace process as an observer. That's the Women's International League for Peace and Freedom. And we have Nanay Mameng from the Philippines, and Kayla Escaro from Argentina. For our Women of Valor awardees, we have 4 special awardees: Evelyn Kalugay, Wilma Tiamson, Anuradha Gandhi, Edaf Alayan. We would also like to acknowledge Emmy De Jesus from the Philippines. However, since it was a late nomination and we were not able to approve the nomination in the EC, but we would also like to appreciate her contributions to the Philippine women's movement. Our first Women of Valor awardee is Evelyn Kalugay. After migrating to Canada from the Philippines, Evelyn committed much of her time to helping vulnerable women workers while continuing to work as a psychiatric nurse from 1995 until her retirement from her engagement with PNAI in 2022 at the age of 76. As a PNAI member, she served as chairperson from 1995 to 1999 and remained in the executive board in one function or doing one function or another. She was always a key organizer who helped hundreds of vulnerable women in their labor and immigration issues. She was an avid campaigner who, along with her comrades, helped lead her organization to several victories that won better protection for Filipinas and other migrant workers in Quebec. I would like to call the representative from Pinay, Quebec, to share a few words about Evelyn Calugay.
Hi everyone, my name is Andy. I come from Montreal, Quebec. I'm here to accept this on behalf of Lily. I think I'll keep it very short by saying that Lily was very instrumental in these struggles, but the struggles she knows and everyone around her knows were not just her. She was there with migrants, for migrants, but it was the struggle of women as collective that won these victories. And she's very happy to be part of that, and very happy to be accepting this. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Andy Tran, for accepting the award on behalf of Evelyn. Our second Woman of Valor Award goes to Wilma Tiangson. She is consultant of the National Democratic Front of the Philippines, and she helped in peace negotiations between the government of the Republic of the Philippines and the NDFP alongside her husband, Benito Tiangson. In 2022, Wilma and Benito were captured and martyred under the newly elected Marcos Jr. regime. We would like to call Connie Ledesma and Julie De Lima to share a few words and accept the Women of Valor Award on behalf of Wilma Tiangson.
It is with great honor that I accept this award of Wilma Tiangson, who has been a woman activist and a leader of the revolutionary movement for decades. She was a leading member of the Communist Party of the Philippines and also a West Congress. And we miss her very much because it was the Marcos regime. She was imprisoned during the Marcos dictatorship. She was killed by the son. Long live Wilma.
Long live!
Wilma became a member of the Communist Party in 1969, and she and her husband organized the first regional committee of Western Visayas, and did very good work there. So Western Visayas became one of the prime region in the country during their time. And then she was elected the General Secretary of the party and served as such until her capture in sometime in the 20s, her last capture. And then after she was released, she became a member of the negotiating panel of the National Democratic Front. And when she returned, she continued her work for the party, but then she was captured, as Connie has already related. Yeah. Connie was an outstanding member of the Communist Party of the Philippines. Another,
Perhaps one of the greatest leaders of the party.